But the bottom line is that
Salami Oriales?
John, man to man, you're paying too much for your fucking insurance. I can tell. I bet you pay $125 a month.
No,
You know, full coverage. Are you financing?
no. I think I paid like $70 a month for car insurance.
Basic liability?
Yeah, USAA veteran
Well,
discount.
you own your vehicle.
Yeah,
Oh my god, dude! What year?
2001. It's an old piece
Fucking
of shit.
fantastic. Who cares, dude? Oh my god. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. That seems a bit high but then again, you might be in a high risk area. $70 a month, basic liability, probably 15, 30, 10, 2001. Yeah, you're fucking golden, bro. Don't change a fucking thing. Do not get a fucking vehicle that you don't own. Do not finance a fucking vehicle.
Yeah.
Do not lease a fucking vehicle. Do what you're doing, fat boy. But the bottom line is that that's genius.
Owning and insuring.
Own that motherfucker.
I want to cancel the insurance, to tell you the truth, and run my life without insurance. That's what I really like to do.
Yeah, until you fucking run over a fucking black guy and you're paying through the teeth to fix his fucking hobbled legs. Look, let me tell you something, Johnny boy. You've done good with yourself. Don't fuck around with your insurance. Keep it up. I can get you down to 50, 40. If you pay
$40 a month.
You pay 6 months at a time.
I really should just do the absolute bare minimum because, anyways, the point is, even homeowners insurance, I'm paying like $2,000 a year, and I getting a letter from Allstate saying, "Oh, we can get you down to $1,400 a year." I'm like, man, 600 more a year for one phone call if I could actually get it, which could be difficult, but that comes out of the monthly mortgage payment, so it's like, well, lowering it by $200 a month would be pretty cool. And I had to file a homeowner's insurance claim. The deductible's 30,000, so you have to have $30,000 worth of damage to even break even. It's like, holy shit! It's like I gotta come up with 30K if there's something wrong with this place, and then it's like, damn. I mean, wow.
Dude, that's like 30 grand.
I mean, I guess
you're only protected if like the thing gets fucking a wrecking ball comes in there.
My bad. You need 60,000 in damages to break even on a $30,000 deductible.
$60,000 deductible.
So stupid, dude. There's no point even. I don't even want the homeowners insurance. So stupid. $700K.
60. Not bad. All right.
Yeah, whoa. The rate's not that bad for the insurance, and it could, if you go to Allstate and you pay $1,400, the next year they might jack it up to like 2,000. You're like, oh fuck, now I got to go back to the original, and then you got to call back. It's just, the thing is, to get the homeowners insurance, it takes time. You got to take all these fucking photographs, upload every single fucking angle of the whole fucking place. So annoying.
Yeah, bro. Your homeowner's insurance, I would be a little bit concerned though. $60K deductible.
30.
$70K.
30.
$700. Oh, $30K. Okay.
Yeah.
So if there's just like black mold has taken over your house and there's been a flood, there's been a fire, a tsunami, and like a zombie apocalypse, then you're gonna be able to cash in on that. Just make sure you got fire coverage, bro. What are you doing?
Yeah, get the fire coverage.
By the way, do your smoke detectors have batteries?
Yeah, I bought these new detectors. They last like 3 to 5 years. They're lithium.
Okay.
They do.
Do you have any fire extinguishers?
Yep.
How many?
Maybe like 4 or 5.
Have you tested any of them?
Yeah, they're all relatively new. They're not old. They're
good.
Yeah.
Good man.
Yeah, I think about little things like that. I mean, I've been buying shit for years.
It's not a little thing, dude.
Yeah, if this place burns up, man, it would suck. Like, I'd have to
Right.
move. And moving. See, the thing about Clown House is people people come here so much because the return to the amount of energy required to click a button, is so high compared to all other relative things in society. You might go to a casino, and you'll see those people putting money into a video game slot machine, and you're like, dummy, that's a fucking video game you're putting money into. I don't have to put money when I, create a room here. So it's a huge ROI with $0 investment. And every single hour is a new experiment. Um, but most people just do not access book information, especially in their communication and their personal activities. Very hard to do it. I've recorded myself reading many books on YouTube, and when you watch it and when you're doing it, you're like, this is so stupid. Like, I can't believe I'm even doing this. I feel embarrassed that people I know might watch me read a book. But then you think about it and you're like, actually, everybody else in society is kind of fucked up because it's just compulsive thinking and speaking. And so if you just do the reading rainbow and read books out loud, you kill multiple birds with one stone. So that fights the brain rot. And this is Brain Rot Records.
That's beautiful, Jim. I really do love it. I love that idea. I think what more, what better way to spend your time than, it is true, what better way to spend your time than to sort of edify other people? And you're right. You're absolutely right. You're putting in the work and making it easier for other people. And I think I like to do that also. I like to look at the information, digest it, and share it in a way that's exciting. And but I feel you, man. I think that you're doing great, Johnny. Johnny, how old are you, if I may ask?
I'm 43.
Okay, well, I'm older than you, brother.
Well, age is just a number. I mean, I went to the gym today for the first time in a couple days, and I was like, fuck. Like last night, I overate and I actually ended up puking. Um, and today, I went to the gym for the first time because my car battery went down, and so I didn't couldn't leave for like a week, and we had a snowstorm here. So finally, I got to the gym today, and at 43, I'm like, I need to start modifying my behavior even more for health reasons. So hopefully, I can make it to 85. But going to the gym, man, I'll tell you, that 1 hour at the gym, in terms of like the health benefits from that, the digestive, uh, and metabolism and everything, and the mental health, in terms of like cognitive, you know, capability, etc. It's like, damn. I don't know. Do you go to the gym? Do you work out at home? How do you exercise?
I don't. I'm like sedentary. I'm a hermit in a lot of ways. I don't like to leave. When I do, it's usually picking up groceries or going to the thrift store or, whatever. I don't have an extravagant lifestyle, but I eat quite healthy. I ferment my own food and I watch my blood sugar and I eat quite well. But to the gym, that would be icing on the cake. But I do walk. I like doing my walks and listening to audiobooks and stuff like that. So, what do you think? How's your love life been? Were you ever married?
No, never married. I got engaged once.
Yeah.
And then canceled the engagement, or got canceled on. Either way, I shouldn't have gotten engaged.
What happened, bro?
Everything worked out. Interesting story about insurance. I think you're gonna really like this one. So I spent maybe like 15,000 on the diamond, 2,000 on the setting, and I insured it for the appraisal, which was like 25,000. So uh, the relationship is over. She won't give me the ring back, and so I call Geico and I say, hey, I was wondering if I'm entitled to any compensation. I got engaged. The engagement ended. She didn't give me the ring back, and they said, "Nah, who ended the engagement?" I said, "I ended it." And they're like, "Yeah, you're not entitled to anything, but let us check." So she calls me back, like she's like, the lawyers are still looking. Weeks later, they call me back and they're like, "Hey, is this John Kitover? We're gonna mail you a check for 25,000." And I'm like, "Well, really? Holy shit!" So I guess they looked at case law, and if an engagement ends in the state of Illinois, the ring has to be returned to the buyer. So they gave me the full appraisal value of the ring back. So I actually profited off of that engagement ring, and then they did rescission and went after her for the value of the ring. So that's how my engagement worked out.
Oh my god, dude! You mean to tell me that she had the gumption to not want to give you the fucking ring back?
Well, I think her father.
Talk about dodging a bullet, though.
I know.
That's her character. Like,
I know.
Was she hot?
Yeah, she was hot chick. I called my sister when they told me they were going to mail me the check. I was like, "Samantha, you won't believe this, but heaven just sent me a $25,000 check. So let's go have sushi tonight." She's like, "Oh, holy shit, hell yeah!"
Amazing, bro.
But everything worked out. You know, God has a plan for everybody, and her plan was to marry her neighbor and have a big family and be very successful and very happy. So, you know, I never.
She's the one that got away.
She's not the one that got away. There's just, 150 of them that have gotten away. So I'm just saying that, everything worked out for her, in the best way ever imaginable. So I'm just happy to have been a part of that person's journey. There's no sour grapes here.
Yeah, Johnny, I'm glad you're here. It's fucking cool. I love it.
So what's your 2026 going to be like? Are you going to change anything in your life? Are you going to be more courageous? Anything going to change? You have any dreams, aspirations in your life?
No. I'm happy. I'm content with the way things are. And look, I love the modesty. I love living a modest life. I don't feel the pressure of needing to have anything extravagant. And I like to read. I like to learn about the world, and I like to troll. I like to talk shit. I like to edify. I like to be a fool. I like to be a prophet. I like to be a scumbag. I like to be a failure. I like to be a success. And hopefully I'll just feel more and more happy about being who I am. Yeah, man. It's just refreshing to hear a fellow sort of like prophet, a fellow median, a fellow absurdist, a fellow genius, fellow artist, and I feel like a camaraderie with you. And I hope you don't have beef with me, or you dislike me, or want to paint me in a certain way. I don't know, but I do like what you. I like what you offer. I think you're a cool dude.
Yeah, I don't have any beef with you. I mean, I feel like I know you somehow from something else. It could just be the way you sound, but yeah, I mean, I want to do, bigger things on this app. I want to have an awards ceremony before the year ends. And next year I want to have an actual clubhouse event, maybe even like 3 cities or something. And do like, video recordings, audio recordings, live clubhouse sessions, like rent a venue and broadcast the room, to the whole venue type of thing. So it's a cool conference call. I mean, it's it's more than the conference call because it's a little bit like X or when certain people on this app create rooms and then the whole milieu of characters fill in. It's like a production or a theatrical. It's like a giant cast. So there's a lot of characters on here, and I think putting this into YouTube for the world to see is a worthwhile and very affordable art project. So, I mean, I want to keep experimenting with it. And I put out so
I
many
hope you
videos
do,
on
man.
YouTube. Yeah. It's like,
I hope you do. I hope you continue on, and I hope you keep having more and more success. I think you've been successful, and I think you put the work in, the due diligence, and I think that your genius eventually is going to be recognized, hopefully. But that doesn't usually happen with a lot of people. So, I mean, you look at a lot of, the evidence of people being recognized, but
I
I
don't
think it's
think,
wonderful.
Marcus Aurelius says after fame comes oblivion. So if you can kill multiple birds with one stone, um, I've already got material blessings in abundance. It'd just be nice to hold on to it, and not and have the thing about life is at 43. I mean, even when I was younger and I had a lot of money, I didn't have the peace uh, of mind, I guess, or the wisdom and all those experiences of waste and loss. Um, I mean, look at people who win the lottery and then their lives like they enhance the destruction that they that they were doing prior to the lottery win. I'm talking about intelligence, meaning like uh if you don't spend your time trying to create, optimize your intelligence, and really creating your intelligence is just learning and education, but if you can't actually point me to a calendar and say, okay, show me how many hours, when, and where you spent your time trying to access more information, intelligent wisdom, information, because all these rooms, like, and you can tell a lot of these rooms, there's not a high level of intelligence happening, but there's also the ESL aspect where you have people from around the world voicing their opinions. Um, Space is made for that person. But again, there's just not some kind of a module for education. If you've ever had to do continuing training for insurance, continuing education, you got to do all the testing and stuff. People claim they learned things here. Didn't you make a claim that you learned something earlier?
Well, something like that.
Anyways, yeah.
Yeah, dude. There's a lot to say, but yeah, I think the people in here are just essentially, if this place were filled with intelligent people and edifying content, I wouldn't be here. I mean, it's obvious where edification is. Everyone has fucking access to it, right? I mean, this isn't about that. It's like people just want to have junk food. They want to eat Doritos as opposed to having kimchi. They want to. I mean, the fact that this place has so many stupid people in it is why I'm here. I mean, the more stupid people, the better, for whatever reason. And I like to look at them like little ants in an ant farm. And I wish I had the courage to just take a magnifying glass and cook a couple of them. Let them fry them. Because they're just such little empty husks. And then if you like put a little tiny microphone toward their little mouth, you can hear them squealing away. because they're retards. This is retardville. This is a place where dumb comes to bloom.
I mean, it's easy to roast people, but I could go to.
I'm not roasting anyone. They're fucking retarded.
Well, that's the thing, is it is a roast. It's a self-roast, and then we roast them, but I don't know. I've spent a lot of time politicking here. Today, I received news that I was removed from the March primary ballot, and so that was disappointing. There was an event today I need to follow up with.
Why were you removed?
They objected to my petitions, challenged them. I haven't read the official response. I need to log into their portal and download.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember when I was working with Lindy Lee, and we had to get. I think she needed 25,000 signatures, and we were at headquarters, Philadelphia County. Young Princeton graduate with connections, good connections. In fact, there was a Princeton alumni that his father was the congressman, and I was the notary public for it. So we needed to get 25K, dude, 25 fucking K signatures, and that costs a lot of coin. So they were bussing in a bunch of blacks, just paying them wholesale. You get me 100 votes, I'll give you this, or give me 100 signatures, I'll do this and that. I don't know what the congressional, how you do it in Illinois, but in Philly, I mean, we were bussing them in. We were going to college campuses, getting, paying people. But poor Lindy, wow. Was she ever a beaut, huh? With that tight fucking Asian pussy. She had an eating disorder, though, unfortunately.
Did you ever see the movie Election Day? With Reese Witherspoon?
I don't live in a shoebox.
Well, Matthew Broderick, in the very first scene, it zooms on his lips, and he's like, "She has the tightest pussy," or something like that. It's so dirty. And all these old people in the theater stood up and walked out. I was like, holy shit, I'd never seen people walk out of a movie before. But what are your Christmas plans?
What?
It's still young. I'm gonna go to midnight. What are your Christmas plans?
Hopefully I'm gonna call Lindy Lee, and I'm gonna have her ear. I want to try and still get her some influence politically through her congressional seat, but boy, was she ever a firecracker. Someone that was sponsoring her, another Princeton alumni was sponsoring her, and his father was like, he lost oh my God. This guy lost a brutal congressional face-off, and the guy he got his reputation smeared. So he was sort of like the kind of guy that he worked with hospitals, and he was cutting corners, charging $80 for Tylenol. A Band-Aid was like $18, and his opponent just smeared the fuck out of him and crushed him. So he never was able to fill his father's shoes congressionally. His father held the seat for many, many years. But I'll tell you what, you need to have some connections, John. You're just lacking.
Well,
you don't know what the fuck you're doing, man.
This is my second political campaign, and it is exactly like the first one, like the mirror image. And
don't you need at least 25,000 petitions?
No, you need 1,550 signatures to get on a congressional ballot.
Yeah, and did you have them?
No, I did not. They objected to
Man,
every
what the
single
fuck are
signature.
you? They rejected every one of them.
No, they didn't reject everyone. They objected. They challenged every signature.
Yeah, that's
And
why you need That's why you need a fucking notary public. What are you
I
doing?
notarized everything. And so the problem is,
You yourself notarized them?
no, of course not. There was a notary. The point is,
Okay.
they audited all of my petitions, and I filed the same challenge against their petitions. They did not audit. They did not audit the incumbent congressman's petitions based on my challenge, all the motions, all the objections, and so it's such a fucking racket, and it's such a double standard. It sucks.
No, this is what you did wrong, and I can tell you. And I know that you're probably not going to want to hear it. Get a proper notary, so they take you get any notatorial journal, and it has an ink stamp where they put their fucking fingerprint on it. Now they can audit. They can look at their asshole. They can look at someone's asshole to prove that it's them. But when you put their fingerprint right there on that fucking signature, that's what they did to Lindy, dude. That's how they fucked her over. But you fucked up by not having a proper notary with fingerprints.
No, it's not the notary. It's the valid signatures.
Scumbag. Fuck the signature.
No, you have to
fingerprint on there.
No, it's not.
You're such a crack, bro. Like, go ahead.
Are you projecting?
Tell me what I'm missing.
It's not. I'd have to. I want to pull the actual response from the administrative law judge. You know, there's no point in me saying this or that. I should just pull his written response because that's what they base their decision off of, the Illinois Election Board.
And you didn't have choice of the ALJ?
What's the ALJ?
Was it randomly selected?
Yeah, it's just random, yeah.
No, it's not random. Oh my fucking God, dude.
Well, it's not random, but either way, I can't control it.
Bro, you're just a fucking... You're annoying me now.
Well, do you want to be the campaign manager? The campaign is over at this point.
Do you want to fucking win, or are you just a hack?
Well, I'd like to win.
Honestly, it's not funny, Johnny.
Of course everybody wants to win. I mean...
I want to make you a congressman. You don't want to make yourself a congressman. That's the problem.
Well, you know, and then I'm going to run again, but this time I'm going to run in my districts.
Jesus fucking Christ.
But actually, what I'm going to do is, I need to send myself a note right now. I thought about this at the gym.
Jesus Christ, bro.
I'm going to pivot.
You want to get the most favorable fucking ALJ you can get. Who do you think selected them? Oh, it's random. What, they had a lottery? You fucking dumbass. Bro, seriously, if you're trying to do this legitimately, like for real, what are you doing?
Well, I'm doing my best.
You need me, and I'll do it for free. But all I need is your ear. Look, as long as we have an understanding that I'm going to have your ear when you have the seat.
Yeah, of course. I need a chief of staff. You'll be chief of staff.
Yeah. You don't trust a fucking thing about me because I haven't shown it to you yet. The bottom line is I plan on showing it to you up front. You don't have to put up a penny because I believe in you. I believe in you. I want that to echo through your fucking entire body, through your mind. Let that detonate in your mind. There's something about you.
There's something about you, too.
Shut the fuck up. If you want to do this the right way, and by the way, we're not going to stop until we accomplish our goal. It doesn't matter. I'll be a beggar. I'll live in a sewer. I'll live in a fucking sewer.
Could you imagine having to live in a sewer every day, get in and out? You got to remove the sewer cap.
Yeah.
Would you put the sewer cap back every day, or how would you do it?
I'd leave it cracked.
Yeah.
I don't want to breathe in too many fumes there. But Johnny, holy fuck, bro, You're naive, but I love you. You truly are. Look, I got bigger fish to fry, so you take this little recording and you fucking shove it up your ass,
okay? All right, this has been your interview with Daniel Nero. It's our one-on-one special little podcast edition. It's been a lot of fun. Oh man, that was great. I'm gonna try to get us back into Ultra Derecha.
Are you crazy? Who the?
Tell the truth. Oh my god, this is fucking insane.
Okay, when was the Aqsa Mosque been built?
I don't know. Let me look up.
Yeah, we have Magic Computer.
Yeah, I know. Any day. What they call the internet? History books. Fucking wild.
Because
it's going.
You get what Jesus said to him. Flesh.
All right, the sec.
You won't let me
He
talk.
is the high priest. No. Because I said I'm going to show you how Christ fulfilled the feast.
Alexa was originally built in the late 7th century, specifically around 705 to 715 CE.
Right.
During the Umayyad Caliphate. It was one of the oldest and most significant Islamic structures in Jerusalem. The Al-Aqsa Mosque.
Nope.
The Al-Aqsa Mosque.
The Dome of the Rock.
Jesus Christ, you guys are fucking dense, bro. Like, I guess it is hard to talk to somebody that believes that fucking, Muhammad or Allah went and split the moon in two and then put it back together.
It's kind of hard to
Muhammad was flying around on a fucking gay talking donkey and shit.
Split the Red Sea. What is
I know.
difference?
Yeah.
Yourself.
It's fucking crazy that we can go to the Red Sea and we can actually look in there and see. We can actually see, like, petrified into the fucking
really
water there.
Talk to people that
it's crazy. Like, we can look at the moon and be like, where's this big split between the moon?
Very crazy. Very wild. Same as breaking up the Red Sea into two pieces.
I mean, you do believe in a God that sends newborn babies. You do believe in a God that sends newborn babies to hell.
Right?
Your God sends newborn babies to hell. Your God sends newborn babies to hell. Sunan Abi Dawud 4717. Sunan Abi Dawud 4717. And it's Sahih. Go look it up. And for the woman who buries alive her newborn and the baby both go to Jahannam.
So that goes both against what you told us before, that Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
What, that your God sends newborn babies to hell?
I don't know how is that
your God sends newborn babies to hell.
I don't know how does that work. Where you got that?
Yes, Sunan Abi Dawud 4717. Grading Sahih. And for the woman who buries alive her newborn baby, the mother and the baby both go to the hellfire.
So how is it okay for you to do that? But
how is your God saying to a woman, listen, if you bury your daughter alive, if you bury your newborn baby daughter alive, the mother and the baby, who is innocent, both go to hellfire. That's what you believe in.
Sunan Ibn Dawood?
Sunan Abi Dawud 4717. Grading Sahih. I mean, your entire fucking Quran's hung upon Sahih Bukhari 4428 narrated Aisha. In his ailment in which he died, the Prophet used to say to her, Oh, Aisha, I still feel the pain caused by the food I ate in Khaybar, and it feels as if my aorta is being cut off. Surah 69, ayah 44 and 46 to the Quran, Allah says, if I were to find one false word...
Brother, just let her finish, and then you can answer, right?
But it's
try to control your emotions. Go ahead.
So Allah says that if Muhammad's a filthy, lying pig, he will cut off his aorta. And Aisha said that Muhammad, after the Battle of Khaybar, when she first got her menstruation at 15, 3 years before he died, where they used to carry him around on a fucking... They used to carry him around. Remember when he died? Remember when Muhammad died on his deathbed and he was begging the Sahabas for a pen and paper? And he was asking for a pen and paper, and they said no. And then Sunan Abi Dawud 47:17, grading Sahi. And for the woman who buries alive her newborn baby, yeah, you're gonna say I don't speak Arabic, blah blah. Yeah, I trust your translators to translate it more over some fucking lady on fucking Clubhouse. I believe in the fucking people who are world-renowned fucking Sheikh scholars who fucking studied this for 40, 50 years to translate your fucking Sahih Hadith over some fucking lady on Clubhouse that goes, oh, nope, you don't understand Arabic. I can understand that your fucking scholars know how to convey that when a woman buries her baby alive, that the baby and the mother both go to hell. And I trust them at least to know that it's graded Sahih.
No, it's not. It's Da'if, you liar.
No, it's Sahih.
It's Da'if, you liar, and I can put it in the
You're a fucking liar and you're making taqiyya. You're a fucking lying sack of shit. It says Sahih at the bottom. Go to Sunnah.com, Sahih Al-Bukhari, 4428, narrated Aisha. At the bottom it says Sahih. It says motherfucking grading Sahih. You're a fucking lying sack of shit. God, you guys always lie. You could have just said Allahu Alam, but now you have to fucking lie. Now I gotta fucking prove this dumbass wrong.
I can put the source. It's not.
I don't care about your fucking bullshit fucking shit books. Ooh, it's all fucking Daif. It's all fucking Hassan. Ooh.
It's gonna have the Muslim. You lying. You cannot find anything in Islam because it's the truth and it's the fitrah. It's a natural state. Your lies go over our head like you are nothing. Nothing. I know.
You
and
sound like a
Sunnah.com is not an authority.
You sound like a demon.
Go fuck it up here.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Sahih Al-Bukhari. Grading on it. Sahih. What a fucking bullshit, man.
It's
the prophet in his ailment in which he got. Oh, this is. Hold on. This is Al-Bukhari 4428. 47:17. So.
Right.
I fuck crack dealers. I ain't do your. It was very organic because. Once.
Well, we can see why, because you don't want to hear anything from women who control you. So shut up and listen while the rest of the men enjoy the talk of men and women.
Or you might be in
the woman who buries alive her newborn girl and the girl who is buried alive both will go to hell. This tradition has been transmitted by Ibn Masud from the Prophet, may peace be upon him, to the same elect through a different chain of narrators. Grade Sahih Al-Albani. Or is it now?
Chucking more stuff up in Orbit's a good idea because we're
Albani.
like a handful of hundreds.
So is it from Albany now? Okay, let me check what the Albany says.
It's in the chat. You can look at it in the chat.
No, let me go check. I don't care about your Sunnah crap. This website is crazy.
Grade Sahih, parentheses, Al-Albani.
I'm glad that you know how to pronounce it.
Bro, I've been doing this for a while. I used to be part of the original Quran only, Christian Muslim room. Danny Davis,
Shut
Study
the
the
fuck
Show,
up. Wait.
Albie. Remember Albie, the great champion? The Black Doctor, Dio.
Z, all you have to respond is the Quran says بأي ذنب قتلت.
I'm checking it out before I answer.
I know, but the Quran says clearly بأي ذنب قتلت.
Of course, but he's an idiot, so I need to look up.
Do you remember when Aisha said this?
Specific this hadith what?
Do you remember when Aisha said that this child? Do you remember when Aisha said this child is like a dove, like a little bird who's gonna go to Jannah? And Muhammad comes over and he says, "Do not say so, because Allah has made people for Jahannam while they were in their father's loins."
One of them, if you die, that's that.
Yeah, Allah says that He has made people for Jahannam even whilst they were in their father's loins. So this actually matches up. They were predestined. You guys are Calvinists now. Congratulations, Calvinist Muslims.
That is so stupid because Allah is all-knowing. So
and Allah makes people for heaven and makes people for hell. You have no free will, right?
Hey,
do you have free will if Allah makes you for hell?
Can I answer?
Answer. Yeah, I know. Answer.
I'm answering.
If Allah makes you, if He makes certain people for hell, does that mean that He creates people for hell? Yes. That means you have no free will. You're a Calvinist.
It's an idiotic, but let me answer you. There was a Quran that I'm going to give you the number for it because I don't know the number. And this guy that was talking about, he was going to go to hellfire. And he was alive while this Quran came down, right? It was an easy decision for him to just accept Islam, but he didn't. So, and he knows about that. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, didn't he had a free choice to change his decision at the time?
Not under Allah's governance. Allah makes people for heaven and hell.
Really. It's that
Muhammad said that Allah told him.
About all knowing.
That Allah told Muhammad.
We already know.
Do you trust Muhammad's words?
Humanity gonna go to hell.
Wait, Z, do you trust Muhammad's words? Do you trust that Muhammad said that Allah creates people for heaven and creates people for hell whilst they were still in their father's loins? That's predeterminism. That's predestination. That's Calvinism. That means you don't have free will. That means that if you're a Muslim, it's because Allah made you to be a Muslim. If I'm not a Muslim, it's because Allah made me not to be a Muslim. There's nothing I can do about it.
You can go to hellfire alone, lovely.
No, Allah made me for hellfire.
Yes, you are.
Yes, He made all the Muslims for heaven. You guys are Calvinists. You guys don't believe in free will. No, you can't believe in free will. You're not a compatibilist. You're not a compatibilist religion.
Go to him when you see him and say, "Why you didn't give me a free will?"
No, I'm going to show up and I'm going to find out that Allah was actually Shaitan.
That's it.
No, I'm going to find out that Allah is actually Shaitan because all the Muslims are going. All of the Muslims are going to the hellfire. All the Muslims are All the Muslims are going to the hellfire with your sins stacked up on your back like a mountain. And the fire is going to burn all your hell. It's going to burn all your sins off of your back like a mountain. And then the Jew and the Christian is going to come down and replace you in the hellfire.
No one cares what you say, dude. You do what you do. We do what we do.
Your God is actually
and you're gonna stick to your own lane, and then we're gonna see you.
Yes, your God is Satan. Your God is Satan.
Okay.
This is why Nora's going to Islam because she realizes the truth.
Thank you very much. The monotheism is calling for you. So if you decide, welcome in.
No, because Allah says that I've already been created for hellfire.
Got it? So when we watch you burn in hell and you're
when Aisha says this child, when Aisha says this child is sinless, it is like a bird that is destined for heaven. And Muhammad comes over and says, no, do not say it is so, because Allah has destined people to hellfire whilst they were still in their father's Lord.
Him again.
No, I'm not going to trust in your shaitan.
Go ahead and question him.
You're evil jinn. You're evil jinn God.
It would be fun to watch you.
Your prophet was already a prophet, and he still had statues of the pagan gods outside of his tent. That's why Jibril wouldn't enter. And then he comes back, and then he finds a little black puppy underneath the fucking bed, and he says, oh, I cannot enter the house where a black puppy resides. That's why you can't have dogs in your house. You can have a kitty cat, can't have a dog. What's the three things that can break your prayers? A woman passing behind you, a black dog, and a donkey?
For a person in Christianity, it's kind of fun for you.
Fucking wild. You guys worship Satan, bro. You just don't realize it.
You are a fucking shit. To come from a Christian background and talk that shit about Islam.
You guys are fucking demon worshippers. This is why you act like demons. This is why all your people get destroyed.
Like hand shoulders.
What, are you talking about left shoulders, black people? Remember, because when you go to heaven, if you're black, then your face is going to turn white. And if you go to hell, your face is going to turn black.
I said head.
Yeah, head and shoulders. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes.
First.
Yeah, the left shoulder is the black people.
Are you black?
The slaves, remember the slaves.
Are you black?
No, I'm not black. Remember when Muhammad traded two black slaves for one Arab slave?
Are you going down to the white Messiah?
Do you remember when the Arab man came to Muhammad and he says, oh, what shall I do to take my shahada? And then he finds out he's a slave and he says, go to your master. Tell your master that I will trade for you. And then he trades two black slaves for one Arab slave. It's fucking hysterical. Not even the 3-5 compromise. Like fucking half. Bro, you guys are a bunch of demon worshippers.
We're gonna walk for that. We're gonna enjoy worshippers.
Yeah. You guys are all gonna burn in hell. Every one of you.
That's why.
Every one of you Muslims are gonna burn in hell with your standing on your back like a mountain. It even says that Allah's gonna be there in the hellfire laughing at you. Like, what kind of God is in the hellfire laughing at you Muslims? It's fucking wild. He's laughing at all the disbelievers. He even has his foot in the hellfire.
It is wild.
He has his left foot and his two left hands and his fucking veil. It's like an olive. Nothing is compatible to Allah except for his veil and the olives.
Catholics. Well, my boyfriend's
You are a fucking cancer disease. Yeah, you guys are worshipping Satan. Even your God prays to Muhammad. Like, that's fucking wild, bro.
To explore, there's no curiosity, there's no challenge.
That's why I'm worshipping a demon. See, I don't even believe you're a Muslim. I just believe you're agnostic and you're lost and you don't know what you're doing. But you're so like entrenched with all this fucking jihadi hatred for Jews and shit that you're gonna use the Quran to try to justify your actions.
Matter. You're only
your religion doesn't matter and your people don't matter. This is why your people always get destroyed. Because you're from the pits of shaitan.
Lovely.
Remember, anytime that you call out to Allah, you shall surely prevail. But every time these Palestinians scream out Allahu Akbar, they lose, they get blown up.
You are nothing in the matter.
Explain the 100 pearly boys in Jannah that don't bleed.
Nothing.
The little pearly slave boys that don't bleed in Jannah.
Lovely, we don't
Beautiful
have
boys.
Epstein, we don't have Trump, we don't have.
Remember when the spirit of Allah comes down and becomes the most beautiful boy in creation? Interesting.
In the name of the mighty and terrible one, I proclaim that I have banished the shells unto their habitations. I invoke Tahuti, the Lord of wisdom and of utterance, the God that cometh forth from the veil. O thou majesty of the Godhead, wisdom crowned Tahuti, Lord of the gates of the universe, thee I invoke. O thou of the ibis head, thee I invoke. Thou who wieldest the wand of double power, thee I invoke. Thou who bearest in thy left hand the rose and cross of light and life, thee I invoke. Thou whose head is as an emerald, and thy nemes as the night sky blue, thee I invoke. Thou whose skin is of flaming orange as though it burned in a furnace, thee I invoke. Behold, I am yesterday, today, and the brother of tomorrow. I am born again and again. Mine is the unseen force, whereof the gods are sprung, which is as light unto the dwellers in the watchtowers of the universe. I am the charioteer of the east, Lord of the past and of the future. I see by mine own inward light, Lord of resurrection, who cometh forth from the dust, and my birth is from the house of death. O ye two divine hawks upon your pinnacles, who keep watch over the universe, ye who company the bier to the house of rest, who pilot the ship of wrong, ever advancing onward to the heights of heaven, Lord of the shrine which standeth in the center of the earth. Behold, he is in me, and I in him. Mine is the radiance, wherein Ptah floateth over the firmament. I travel upon high. I tread upon the firmament of news. I raise that flashing flame with the lightning of mine eye, ever rushing on in the splendor of the daily glorified Ra, giving my life to the dwellers of earth. If I say, come up upon the mountain, the celestial waters shall flow at my word. For I am Ra incarnate, Ketover, created in the flesh. I am the eidolon of my father Tammuz, Lord of the city of the sun. The God who commands is in my mouth. The God of wisdom is in my heart. My tongue is a sanctuary of truth, and a God sitteth upon my lips. My word is accomplished every day, and the desire of my heart realizes itself as that of Ptah when he created his world. I am eternal, therefore all things are as my designs, therefore do all things obey my word. Therefore do thou come forth unto me from thine abode in the silence, unutterable wisdom, or light, or power. So, Hermes, Mercury, Odin, by whatever name I call thee, thou art still nameless to eternity. Come thou forth, I say, and aid and guard me in this work of ours. Thou, star of the east, that didst conduct the Magi, thou art the same all present in heaven and in hell. Thou that vibratest between the light and the dark, rising, descending, changing ever, yet ever the same. The sun is thy father, thy mother the moon. The wind hath formed thee in its bosom, and earth hath ever nourished changeless guardian of thy youth. Come thou forth, I say, come thou forth, and make all spirits subject unto thee, so that every spirit of the firmament and of the ether, upon the earth and under the earth, on dry land and in the water, of burning air and of rushing fire, and every spell and scourge of God's vast one may be obedient unto
every month, this Airbnb pays me $2,700 in semi-passive income. Now, here's the thing. I don't own it, and I don't pay any rent. And here's the best part. You can actually do this too. It doesn't even matter where you live, even if you're in a boring little town where almost no one travels to. And if you think I'm in here every single day, changing sheets, cleaning up after people, and messaging people on the Airbnb app all day long, think again. So the question is this: how did I do it? Through a new method called Airbnb co-listing in conjunction with Craigslist. Let me show you how it works. Step number 1, go to Craigslist for your local market and click on the housing category. Step number 2, click on this button to see the oldest listings for rent. Step number 3, find a property that's been sitting empty for at least 20 days or longer, because that means that the landlord is losing money and needs your help. Step number 4, copy the address, paste it into the Airbnb Analyzer app, and click this big blue button. The Airbnb Analyzer app shows that this property could potentially generate 2.3 times the long-term rental. Now, using the method I just showed you, let me show you one of my Airbnb profiles that has 13 of my listings. As you can see right here, here's an example of one of those listings, and here's the receipts. This is how much I made last month. Now, for transparency, I'm going to hit refresh. Here we go. This is how much I made this month. This is how much I made last month. Now, here's the best part. I've got over 24 properties on Airbnb that I don't rent, that I don't own, and that I've never visited before, that I manage 100% remotely from my couch. Now, I'm not the only one that's making this work. Let me take you to my...
The invocation of Horus. Strike the master chord. Draw the flaming sword. Crowned child and conquering lord, Horus, avenger. O thou of the head of the hawk, thee I invoke. Thou only begotten child of Osiris thy father, and Isis thy mother, he that was slain, she that bore thee in her womb, flying from the terror of the water, thee I invoke. O thou whose apron is of flashing white, whiter than the forehead of the morning, thee I invoke.
They basically gave her the option.
O thou who hast formulated thy father and made fertile thy mother, thee I invoke. O thou whose garment is of golden glory, with the azure bars of sky, thee I invoke. Thou who didst avenge the horror of death, thou the slayer of Typhon, thou who didst lift thine arms, and the dragons of death were as dust, thou who didst raise thine head, and the crocodile of Nile was abased before thee, thee I invoke. O thou whose nemesis hideth the universe with night, the impermeable blue, thee I invoke. Thou who travellest in the boat of Ra, abiding at the helm of the Aftet boat, and of the Sextet boat, thee I invoke. Thou who bearest the wand of double power, thee I invoke. Is shed the darkness of blue light, the unfathomable glory, the untraveled, the unthinkable immensity of space. Thou who concentrest all the 30 ethers in one darkling sphere of fire, thee I invoke. O thou who bearest the rose and cross of life and light, thee I invoke. The voice of the 5, the voice of the 6, 11 are the voices. Abracadabra. Strike the master chord. Draw the flaming sword. Crowned child and conquering lord, Horus, avenger.
Senior women who keep going strong. Discover lightweight, all-day comfort in your new wardrobe savior. 1. Instant lift, ultra-wide straps and band pull your shoulders upright and lift your bust up to 3 inches. Fixed mold cuffs and inner slings for the perfect round shape. 2. Smooth shaping. Super wings smooth away underarm and back bulges. Confidence comes easy. Layer it under your favorite top or wear it solo. 3. Secure comfort. Soft, stretchy, durable, and breathable. No more slipping
By thy name of Ra, I invoke thee, Hawk of the sun, the glorious one. By thy name, Harmachis, youth of the brilliant morning, I invoke thee. By thy name, Mao, I invoke thee, lion of the midday sun. By thy name, Tum, hawk of the even, crimson splendor of the sunset, I invoke thee. By thy name, Kefra, I invoke thee, O beetle of the hidden mastery of midnight. By thy name, Hur-Par-Krat, Lord of silence, beautiful child that standest on the dragons of the deep, I invoke thee. By thy name of Apollo, I invoke thee, O man of strength and splendor, O poet, O father. By thy name of Phoebus, that drivest thy chariot through the heaven of Zeus, I invoke thee. By thy name of Odin, I invoke thee, O warrior of the north, O renown of the sagas. By thy name of Yahashua, O child of the flaming star, I invoke thee. By thine own, thy secret name, Uri, thee I invoke. The names are 5, the names are 6, 11 are the names. Abrahadabra. Behold, I stand in the midst. Mine is the symbol of Osiris. To thee are mine eyes ever turned. Unto the splendor of Geburah, the magnificence of Hesed, the mystery of Da'ath, thither I lift up mine eyes. This have I sought, and I have sought the unity. Hear thou me. Mine is the head of the man, and my insight is keen as the hawk's. By my head I invoke thee. I am the only begotten child of my father and mother. By my body I invoke thee. About me shine the diamonds of radiance, white and pure. By their brightness I invoke thee. Mine is the red triangle reversed, the sign given of none, save it be of thee, O Lord. By the Laman I invoke thee. Mine is the garment of white, sewn with gold, the flashing abbai that I wear. By my robe I invoke thee. Mine is the sign of Apophis and Typhon. By the sign I invoke thee. Mine also is the turban of white and gold, and mine the blue vigor of the Indian air. By my crown I invoke thee. My fingers travel on the beads of pearl. So run I after thee in thy car of glory. By my fingers I invoke. I bear the word of double power in the voice of the Master. Abrahadabra. By the word I invoke thee. Mine are the dark blue waves of music in the song that I made of old to invoke thee. Strike, strike the master chord. Draw, draw the flaming sword. Crowned child and conquering lord, Horus, avenger. By the song I invoke thee. In my hand is thy sword of revenge. Let it strike at thy bidding. By the sword I invoke thee. The voice of the 5. the voice of the six, 11 other voices,